Shutupletstalk contains some rad but heavy language and adult themes and may not be suitable for audiences under 18. Viewer discretion is advised. What up, folks? It is Shutupletstalk. We are back, and my face is covered by this beautiful landscape that we're looking at. That is one of the most beautiful drone shots I've seen in quite some time. What up, folks? Shutupletstalk, guys. Joined tonight with badass band Worldeater.
What's going on?
Thank you.
Good to have you guys on, guys. How the hell are you? Everybody's taking
Doing
these.
Great, bro. Happy to be here, man.
Awesome, man. So we're joined along here with Alex, with Grubs.
Bugsy.
I don't know why I thought Grubs. Jesus, Bugsy. I'm still learning. We just got acquainted,
Yeah.
and then
Rex.
man. Good to meet you guys, man. Grubs.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean, it's just before it went through its little transformation, became a bug. Yeah. Started off as a grub. That was when he was a baby.
Give me Alrighty, folks. Give me a second. Let's get everything warmed up. It's good to be here, guys. It is Wednesday. We are back another week. With the show. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me and setting up this episode. We had Open Nerve on the show, and that is how we became homies. I was actually gonna come see you guys out in Poorhouse this last weekend, but I didn't get a chance to make it out there. But it was how was the show?
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a good show.
Awesome, man. It's good to see local bands out there getting it, hungry, writing music together, making videos as you guys are doing. You guys have a great social media presence, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's one topic I really want to. That's one topic I kind of want to get into right away. Is that you guys? So I looked at your posts. You guys, the page started in 2021.
Yes.
500 posts since 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
On your page,
Wow.
which is
As of today.
yeah.
As of
today.
As of today. Today was the 500th. Yeah.
And I saw that and I thought that was really amazing.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good because that's exactly what you guys want. You want that from a band these days because I understand a lot of people like Beyonce can just hide their face and then make an album all of a sudden and then it goes great. But for everybody else, it requires a little bit more, and it's good that you guys are putting in the work, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way that we're approaching, first of all, we're not kids. We're in our 30s, late 30s, 40s at this point, and this is not our first rodeo. So we have gone through this a couple times, and we've already made all the mistakes. So that's one thing. And one of the mistakes is that we, in bands that I was in previous experiences, that we were looking to be discovered. Because let's say 15 years ago, a band get discovered. There even were developmental deals back there where a record label could fund the development and growth of this band from small to large, and the market has completely changed since then.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're focusing on building community. We are working with Dropout Media. Big shout out to Matt and Wes. Dropout Media.
Bacon Bits.
Yeah, Bacon Bits. So they've really pointed us in the right direction. We realized that there was a lot of value in that aspect because at the end of the day, there are so many artists out there. It's oversaturated, and a lot of them are decent. Some of them are very, very good. There's incredible talent waiting tables in Nashville, everywhere you look.
That's completely true.
So at the end of the day, the bar is set very, very high, and being phenomenally good is now just the starting point.
Yeah. Music is actually the entry level now.
Yeah.
That's that's the thing people notice almost last for some reason now. Have you guys noticed that? It's very interesting. Maybe not in the metal world as much.
Well, there is. Amon Amarth got the Vikings TV show where Johan Haig, their singer, big tall guy, he's got a company called Grim Frost. They make my beard oil, by the way.
Dope
Oh,
picture.
nice. Thank you so much, Sarah, for liking the stream. Sorry, guys, those are the alerts. They might scare me. They might scare you at random times. They scare the shit out of me every year. But Hopefully you guys are future fans. Sorry.
Absolutely.
No, to make a long story longer, he has a company, Grimfrost. They make like authentic Viking stuff. They build like long ships, this, that, and the other, and they outfitted that show Vikings.
Whoa.
Like the show Vikings.
Dude.
So like he, was
They
able
do
to.
the music also, right?
No, that was Worldeater.
Oh, okay.
But Gall from Bugsy Gall. Come on, I'm having a brain fart.
Golf.
Gorgoroth.
Gorgoroth.
Yeah. Gall is in Wardruna, so they did the intro for that show.
Okay,
They kept it pretty authentic.
Awesome. Well, shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. Does anybody in the chat have experience with black metal? Are you guys fans of black metal? And I would like to know, because everybody in the chat does listen to different types of music, of course. So I'd like to see what experience you guys have. I don't have that much experience with black metal. I remember the first black metal video I ever saw was Immortal. The classic Immortal videos that we used to watch back in the day, and with just the amazing cinematography, and some Emperor. I remember Emperor back in the day. In Trans-Siberium. Great, the fun vocals, and then everybody knows Behemoth, of course. So Behemoth is good stuff. So those are that's my experience with some black metal sounds, but
That's like fundamentals.
yeah, right.
Like the fundamentals. We don't really like exclusively listen to black metal either. We're very diverse, and we do listen to metal. But Bugsy was just the other day. What were you saying? I don't listen to metal anymore. I only listen to ES and Rush.
Yes.
I don't listen to metal at all, man.
Yes, he does.
A little bit.
He does.
A little bit.
He does. We all listen to metal. I probably listen to like
Just
80%.
They're trying to learn blast beats, bro. That's my job.
Hey man, blast beats are no joke. Blast beats are they're no joke. That is they always look as difficult to do as they sound. Which
no
actually
joke,
they might
for
sound.
real.
People might think they're easy actually. 'Cause I think a lot of people downplay them because they're like, dude, you're just hitting the same shit at the same time. It's a lot deeper than that, guys.
Alex talked me into playing metal, and it's been fun.
What do you normally play?
I have a degree in classical music, man, and classical piano.
Dude, speaking of, I was gonna ask who did the outro to.
Yes.
I did the composition, and he played the piano on that. And I
Wow.
played the
Nice
guitar.
chords, though.
Yeah, I played the
Yeah,
guitar.
that's
But I composed. I have a degree also in music, so.
Beautiful chord progressions. Love the
Yeah.
movement.
But
One of my.
that's how the band started.
Yeah.
Was that
Wow.
I kind of pretty much had to be like, yo, you got skills, man. Because it's. Yeah, I invited Alex to play with me.
His birthday party at
Yeah.
the Luna Star Cafe, acoustic, like Grandpa's guitars, right?
Played some covers.
we were playing
couple
Grandpa's
covers,
guitars, like
Melissa from the Allman Brothers. Alex said hippie shit, like.
I like
That's
it, but he brought me out of retirement.
It has
I
some
had been playing.
originals, I was singing my original songs, and friends of mine that have written really great songs, over the years, and sing their songs, because they're not doing nothing with it, and I kind of like contributed to it, put courses to things and whatnot.
Yeah,
and
songwriting is such an important skill.
yeah, which Alex happens to be really good at.
I'm alright. I've written a song or two. I can get by.
Hey man, it's okay. So I want to do a corny game real quick, and I'd like to go around the room tonight. I'd like you guys to describe Worldeater in one word, which I got one word for it at the end. I'm gonna do mine at the end. But so if we go around the room, one word. It's a weird one. This is like
I got a good 3, but
this is like a Miss
see.
America question that we're
Alright.
doing right now. It's like, all right, come on. All right, but I think it's important. So what do you think?
I gotta go first.
Oh, well, whoever.
Bugsy, you
Whoever's
go
got one
first.
off the top of their head.
word, mythical.
Mythical. I like that one. That's a good one.
I like thinking of it as a black hole.
Black hole. That might have a little hyphen. So.
Well, Worldeater should also, but it's one word because there's another band called Worldeater.
You know what? I don't know how this slipped my mind. Let's start off on this note.
All right.
So yes, the reason why I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to remember the song names, in researching the music, I was listening to the wrong band for 2 days. And I was like, oh, this is I was like listening to the other band. There's another out there. This is Worldeater with no space in between.
No space. The other band is from Jersey. They're not bad.
Oh, they're good. They're good.
Not bad.
They were cool. I was listening. I was like, this is fine. And then one day I looked it up again. I was like, oh, I looked it up on my computer instead. I typed it in. Then I saw the other logo, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, have I been? And then obviously I got caught up on your guys' music. So just if you guys out there get confused, this is Worldeater from South Florida.
Yeah.
I guess it's
The badass one.
A Trekkie Star Trek thing, maybe.
Star Wars. Star Wars.
Star Wars,
Yeah,
right.
the original idea
My
is
bad.
a Star Wars Darth Nihilus for the ultra nerds out there.
My bad, brother.
from
You
the
might
extended-
come in, brother.
from
Sorry.
the extended universe, Darth Nihilus, the World Eater. But you know, if you want to get even nerdier, I've had people ask me if it comes from Warhammer, which is like tabletop Dungeons and Dragons style with like little characters.
Where does the band name come from? I'd like to know.
Yeah, originally comes from Star Wars,
Oh,
but we have our own original lore that will be trickling out slowly.
No
that
way.
We've been working on for over a year now, and it's actually really fun. So
Worldeater storyline coming in, folks.
there's a plot.
Shout out to GoatEater420 in the chat. Was milk.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Good to have you in here, man. This is we're hanging out with Worldeater tonight, man. Goat Eater, if you have any black metal, any black metal recommendations, feel free to drop them. Maybe it's a band we've never heard of, or maybe it's one of your favorite bands. So that is what they do. They're black and roll though. It's not exclusively black metal. It's black and roll. And I'd like you guys, whoever can explain black and roll.
Black and roll is just like a mixture of black metal with classic rock.
Absolutely.
That type of vibe.
Yeah. And then what was it? How did the conversation go to where it was like we should call it this?
Okay, so this is a good story because we spent like months trying to figure out what we sound like because we all have very diverse influences. I come from like, more mellow deathy, death metal, black metal. Bugsy's a doom, guy.
Nice.
Rex is a jazz drummer. His like second or third instrument.
That's
And
amazing.
I'm not a vocalist at all. They kind of just forced me to do it. But
that's fine.
But yeah, so like it just kind of ended up sounding that way as it started, coalescing and getting, tight, and as we started working on songs, that's how it sounded. And finally, Dropout Media, our marketing consultant, this guy Wesley's like, yeah, so you guys are more black and roll than like everything else that you listed because we thought we sounded like this, and then he's like, no, that's like not it. So now we know what it is, and that's what this record that's coming out. It's called A Beginner's Guide to Curses and Maledictions. It's going to be coming out on the 20th on Bandcamp. There's early release on Bandcamp, so if you want to listen to it now, you can listen to it on Bandcamp.
February 20th?
February
Yeah,
20th.
guys,
Everybody
check it
on
out.
Bandcamp.
And
Bang.
tell him Derek.
Yeah, Derek Roddy is the producer. He produced
Oh
this
my
record.
God, we were so blessed,
let's
bro.
go.
To
But hold on.
how the car.
We gotta finish the plug.
Oh, man.
We got we got it coming out on the 20th. If you want to wait for a subscription site to have that, if you want it on your Apple Music or your YouTube and all of that, it's going to be a couple months after that. So the Bandcamp is where it is. You can find it on all social media platforms. How to get there because it's in our link tree, which is /WorldeaterBand.
We've been waiting to release it. It's been completed for a while, and we've just taken our time.
Yeah, we're already working on our next record.
Well, I can tell you guys care about your sound, and if you guys have like songwriting background like that, I know you guys are taking the extra step to make sure that it's something that people are going to really enjoy.
Yeah, we just want to make the world a better place, one heavy riff at a time, dude.
Oh, I love that. That's a good mission statement. That's a good mission statement. All right, cool. I just brought up the chat on the screen, folks, so you guys can see the chat right here. So
All right.
they'll catch up with that live. Goat Eater says, Alzarch, Roman. I don't know if you remember. Roman, of course, I remember who you are. And when I read Milk, who else is going to write? That is me and Roman wrote a song one day. We just were recording one day, and a friend of ours said, I got a cow, and it said, and then he put the mic up to Roman here, and he said, Milk. So that's just a really random, not moo. He said milk, which was just amazing. So yeah, one of the funniest things ever. Roman, I appreciate you being here tonight, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for showing love. Show some love to Worldeater, my man. Check their music out sometime. It's good
Check
shit.
it out.
Absolutely. And so actually, I would like to get into, because we've been talking about the music, I'd like to get into the first video or the first song, both, and we're gonna have a good time with that. So a little bit about this song is gonna be "Dying Breed." I like the message of the song. Hey, thank you so much, Angel. I appreciate you, my man. I gotta turn those notifications down, but I hope you enjoy them though. "Dying Breed." I love the message of the song. I think camaraderie is very important, whether it's metal, whether it's friendship, whether it's family, whatever it is. Camaraderie is like the root of success, I think.
Yeah.
And you can do it by yourself, but it's hard.
I think that's the special thing about this band, man, is that, we're about it, man. We realize that we've been through it. We've been, through a lot of bullshit. And, when you have a good dynamic a good team, man.
It's all about the team. It's all about the team.
Teamwork, baby. Yeah.
That's a good thing, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're personality problems are the biggest issue with being in bands.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate. We don't have too many members. We may at some point pick up another guy down the road, but we're not.
I've been in the bando with the
It's my
chick.
jam now.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Worldeater? Thank you so much for following. I appreciate that, man. That was louder than the other one was. But yeah. But anyway, I don't know how it got louder for some reason. That was so crazy, like distorted.
So I don't mind, man. It's
Yeah.
hey, keep them coming.
And a lot of people have been asking me what he's saying in that part. He's saying I've been in the bando with the chick. That means I've been in the abandoned house with the chick, which I believe is the cocaine. I don't do that, but yeah, that's just what the lyric is. Sorry, I just it's very catchy the way he said it. I like it. Anyway, let's get into this first song, folks. Dying Breed, Worldeater, and cast your peepers upon this.
I'm opening another beer.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna put it right over here. All right, cool.
Justin.
Love this opening drone shot, by the way. So,
Yeah. He's a good buddy. Shoots our videos for us. Justin. Von by at Von by BIE.
oh yeah.
Incredible job. My boy Sean Kelly. Live Free CrossFit.
Oh, there you go.
That's his gym there.
Hey. Hey. I love it.
New drum set, Resurrection drums, man.
Oh, it's so bad.
Love it, man. Love it. Love Resurrection.
All right, well, I don't want to stop it, but I should. That's 3 minutes of goodness you guys are getting there. You guys got to go check out the rest
It's a
of the music.
long one, man. It's
That's a
about
good-
a 6-minute. We have a few 6-minute songs.
It's so good, though.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
I play a really, really cool guitar solo at the end of that song. So
Oh, you did. I do want it. Should we let it ride out?
Yeah,
Keep it going, man.
let it ride. Let's let it ride.
Alex, why don't you say something, man?
Hell yeah. Enjoy it, homies. Enjoy it. That.
We got some people in here too.
Hell
What's
yeah.
going on?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Woo.
out of this scary guy.
Just going back to my pagan roots and trying to get that.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this video was actually a lot of fun to make. We had so much smoke blowing out of that gym. We bought a fog machine. I ordered it online. I didn't realize that it could fog out at Costco. It was something like 27,000 cubic feet in like a couple, like under a minute.
You got a good one, damn.
Yeah.
That's epic.
It scared the fuck out of my cat.
That's hilarious. Hey.
I set it up in the house.
Oh shit.
Shout out. Three CrossFit.
Ooh.
Jackson guys, you haven't noticed.
Yeah. I'm obsessed. Maybe one day we'll end up the artist deal.
Even the
That's
drummer
what
wants
we're-
to get one now.
Jackson endorsement. We need that.
I mean, Derek Roddy is a drummer. And he's got like 10 Jacksons.
Look at that
so-
badass whip.
That was a nice.
Look at that car.
John Kelly.
That was a great switch up.
We're at the Fields now. The Fields of Navy, Irish pub. Here comes that guitar solo.
The Field has very good potato soup. If you're
There you go.
into potato soup, highly recommended.
Sounds good to me. I love that.
Great music, great music.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Woo.
Eight Bieber over there doing the Irish folk stuff.
Woo.
All right, it's good that we took an intermission in the middle because that is a long song.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
Thank you, man.
It is fantastic. Take that out of the screen.
Yeah, it's our first single. What?
Well done, gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's probably my fourth favorite song off the record.
Yes.
But I think it's a
which
good-
is
it's a-
why I was gonna ask why we released that song first.
That's a
But-
very good sample of our band as a whole package.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
And I wanted to see if that song landed. If that song landed, then we were going to be in good shape.
So what is the songwriting process like of that song? How do you guys designate parts? How do you guys designate? Do you guys send each other things? Do you guys get together in the room instead?
That's pretty much all Alex, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's not.
It really is.
It's not.
Yeah.
These guys just trying to. They just want to make me blush.
It's just focus for me, man, which is kind of cool because I'm used to trying to tackle everything myself. I help with doing the videos, and I play multiple instruments, and everything else in life. So just really have my hands full, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And so when we started this band, it's pretty much like made the decision that I'm gonna start playing drums again, because I had stopped playing drums for like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. And
Do you want to tell us why at all? Is it crazy?
because I switched to piano.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I switched to piano.
What is it about
and-
piano that inspired you to go for that?
Well,
long,
I kind of wanted to be more involved in music. I wanted to be more involved in the song and be in more control instead of just being the drummer. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got mad at being in bands and that they're like, you're a drummer, you don't know this shit.
You wanted some melodic control.
Yes,
In a
man.
good way, in a good way. You know what I mean?
wanted
Yeah.
I wanted like to be more
Yeah.
involved in the music creating process. I feel like drums is only half of music. Then there's the whole other half.
In metal, it's more than half. So.
Yeah.
As
well,
an end result, I guess I see what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, because that is what a lot of guys. It's amazing how like they're in all the metal. A lot of guys really do just listen to the double kick, the double bass.
The best musician I've
They're
ever
just-
met is a drummer. So
Well, there you go. Yeah, a lot of it is just
it's
focusing
a
in on that. So.
huge commitment, man.
And for
I
you-
had no clue what I was getting myself into. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I know there's a
And-
lot of you know, I know there's a lot of like digital drums being done now. So when you're given parts that maybe seem, because you know you're an actual drummer, so like you know, so if you know sometimes, do you ever hear a digital part and you're like, a drummer wouldn't do that? Or like how does that work? Because I know it's a complaint that happens a lot in a lot of bands. So how do you guys maneuver through that? Like, do you guys do the drums digitally originally?
No, we do all of our recording with Derek Roddy, who's a
Legend.
phenomenal drummer. If you don't know,
He has helped, man. You know, honestly, he has helped me because I am a beginning metal drummer, you know, and I've had to work really hard, man. I had to commit my whole life and drop everything for this band, you know.
Wow, dude.
And yeah,
Cheers.
so that's you know why I brought this whole topic up was like the songwriting process, you know, and it's so me, I just kind of dropped out. It's like that's his job.
Yeah.
All right, so to go back to that question about songwriting.
Oh yeah. Lay it on us.
Yeah, songwriting is it's a lot of fun. Like writing a good song or good music, or not even just being able to do the communication in real time.
Yeah.
At its essence, it's like real, and that's kind of like the underlying theme of live music. It's like actually happening. It's real. You can have kids that are, you know, raised on the iPad that had the mask forced over their face for years in school, right? And they've had all sorts of fucked up shit, basically lied to about all sorts of shit. God knows what. Really.
Absolutely, I feel bad for
their
for
entire
the
life.
new generation.
And then they find themselves in like a metal show pit, in like an underground show with like 200 kids there,
Tussling and
like
shit.
reality hits them,
It's good shit.
and
Makes it all worthwhile.
you know,
shit.
but
Yeah.
so these songs, you know,
It's for them?
as much as I wish they were, they're for me. It's like the music that I wanted to listen to that isn't out there yet.
Absolutely,
So you know, the bar is set very, very high. My standards are through the phenomenally high. You know, like there are some very, very good musicians out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially on guitar these days. You know, from you know Scott Carstairs, even like the Shredders, Herman Lee,
Scott
Toby,
Carstairs is amazing.
Yeah, Toby and Dean from Archspire are fucking unreal. That kid Brandon Ellis just
Coming
came
soon.
out of nowhere.
South Florida.
Black Dahlia picked him up.
Nice.
So like the
Brandon Ellis is nuts. Yeah,
there's unreal guitar players that when they're playing, they are able to communicate exactly what they're trying to.
Sure.
So that's really essentially what we want. But at the end of the day, it's something I want to listen to.
Which is like a feeling.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
feelings of like.
Yeah.
Like tell like one of the feelings. Like
Yeah.
you,
So
you would,
vicious emotional shit, right? And then we've all had our own emotional and like physical life come up. You know, I was addicted intravenous heroin user for years, right? And
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah, and you know, we were able to beat it. I put the guitar down because those two were tied very closely together in previous bands. So I had to, you know, kind of, and then he convinced me to go play his birthday party and ended up picking up the guitar again. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how this band started. I had not played in
Badass.
like years. So, you know, I've had my own shit. This guy's had his own shit.
I went to
but,
prison
yeah, he
for
went
5 years.
Yeah.
So when I play drums, man, it's kind of like where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's
taking it out
Yeah.
on it. So
it's good to see you. Mike,
So,
it's good to see
Fucking
everybody.
pissed off, bro.
I'm just glad you guys are all here right
Yeah.
now today.
Hell
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
dude.
that's awesome.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
man,
our first
absolutely.
podcast. It's amazing.
Oh, it's so cool.
yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, we
Bugsy,
were
my man.
on one. This is the first one of all of us together.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
So Bugsy's lived in every 50 of the states and more.
Just about.
Bugsy, tell me about this. How did you
He's been
do
in, He's
that?
been in every music scene.
Which place has the cheapest rent? My bad, brother. You mind bringing it a little closer? to?
Georgia, actually.
Oh, Georgia, really?
Yeah, I lived there for a little bit.
A lot of people are moving there these days. You know, so they're-
Cheaper than Alaska?
No,
And the
Alaska
boonies
was
in Alaska?
expensive.
Speaking of Alaska, Sarah in the chat. Sarah, who liked our stream earlier in the chat, she's actually from Alaska. She's actually from Alaska.
Where's she
Nice.
What's going on, Alaska?
I forget. what up, Alaska?
from? Alaska's so beautiful. Get there if you haven't been.
It looks awesome. It looks. She always sends me pictures, and I'm like, that looks gnarly.
Yeah, I lived there for 5 or 6 years.
Really?
I lived up 30 miles above the Arctic Circle in a little village called Kotzebue.
Whoa,
I
man.
went to high school up there.
Where's your favorite place that you've been?
That's hard.
Yeah, of course. That's so many places,
I
right?
mean,
Like,
I love it everywhere. I try to just get in with everybody wherever
awesome,
I
man.
go. You know, I lived in the Caribbean for a while, and I used to just go hang out at reggae shows. And,
Guam.
See, that's the mark
Yeah.
of a good dude right there. You know, you just you're like, I like a bunch of places. Like
Right.
other people are like, man, this place sucks. That place sucks.
I honestly,
I like that. That's
gotta
good shit.
say, Hawaii was the best.
Ooh,
Yeah, I lived there for about a year and a half.
Hawaii looks. I heard
good
it's
to hear,
expensive
man.
too, though. But I heard
Yeah,
it's like
it's
super
wicked
awesome.
expensive.
Sometimes you hear some weird things about Hawaii. I know it's beautiful, amazing place, but you know.
I hear people scrap out there. I heard people throw down
Oh,
in Hawaii.
definitely.
Yeah, there you go. Then there's something to that. Yeah, there's something to
I've
it.
never been there, but would love to.
Me
Go.
neither.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
go surfing out there, and you see fights all the time.
Wow,
out there.
dude. So and living in all these states and doing all this traveling, how did you end up playing bass for Worldeater, my man?
It was actually Alex and my dad started communicating. I got a little concert venue up in West Palm Beach called the Metal Ranch.
I just saw the birth of it
The Metal
recently.
Ranch.
Yeah, the
Shout out
Metal
to Mike.
Ranch.
Oh man.
I know
Come
Mike.
next show. When's the next show, Bugs?
I'm not sure yet. We got some stuff that we're trying to plan out.
Did you guys do some renovations recently?
No.
They
They
built
built
a
a stage.
massive
We
stage.
just
up
built a
there. They
stage
built a
and-
big stage.
Jack.
That's what I saw. Then it looks
Yeah,
awesome.
We played
I've
it. It was kick ass.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It looks awesome. So shout out to the Metal Ranch in West Palm Beach. So
Yes.
everybody go. If you guys are looking for a place to share some metal love, you got one right here.
We try to do twice a year outdoor festivals. We just love having the
Love that.
environment.
Love that, man. Love that. Need that. You need that because metal is in a place where you need that kind of stuff. You know, like
Yeah, the DIY is great.
Especially
Yeah.
South Florida, man. South Florida is kind of hurting with the venues, and it's been a little struggle, man, to find places to play. Unfortunately,
well, that's a topic I had for tonight. Actually, that's a topic I had for tonight. Is
So
what's
we're
your
all
Metal
over the
Ranch.
place.
We love the Metal Ranch. It's
Yeah.
the best thing since sliced bread, bro.
yeah?
Which is like the 1920s. I think they invented sliced bread.
Did they for real? Was it 1920s? That's
So it's
amazing.
the best thing since let's say 1922.
Since 1920.
But yeah, his dad is a psychopath. He's one of the best dudes you'll ever meet. But like, he's one of the craziest also, and not in like a bad way. This guy's crazy. Watch out.
No.
No, he's like he gets an idea, and
just
the
gets
next
done.
thing, and the next thing you know, it's happened already.
Oh, I love that.
He's
Love
trying
that.
to bring great band, and he does. He
Yeah.
does bring great.
Well, those are the most brilliant people. Those are my favorite people to be
Yeah,
around.
he's got a very high IQ for sure.
Well, that's great. I just like people. You know what it is? The IQ is definitely one thing, but for sure. But I just like people that are able to like turn an idea into reality,
Right.
even if it's. Because I think Steve Vai, who's a great guitar player. You know, if you guys have ever heard of him, he's basically maybe, probably one of the most famous ones. But he said a long time ago that what separates musicians from a lot of other people is that musicians, can understand that they might not be good. They might not be good, but they're good enough today. And tomorrow we're gonna practice and get better, and you're gonna get better eventually. Like there's a lot of people that pick up the guitar or any instrument and they're like, I suck, I'll never get this, and they just drop it. But somebody else will always be like, all right, I'm not great, but I'm getting better. Like, all right, I'm figuring this out. So let's try it again tomorrow.
I think that's the thing about music, man. Is that we're passionate, bro.
Yeah.
We're passionate about
Yeah,
this shit.
it's like
you know,
lifeblood, dude. It,
Yeah,
it was.
man.
I put it down for a while, and then
we have to
it
have
being
it, bro.
gone
We have to
was
have it.
yeah, it was a bad thing.
What does it feel like when you guys all make music together? You guys can all answer
Well,
that.
that one word that I was gonna go.
Oh yeah, the one word. It's my
was,
bad.
I'm glad that I got this. I just remembered it again.
I forgot.
I don't know how many dabs I took before the show, but it was a lot.
Hell yeah.
I forgot the word. No, it was aggression,
Yes.
I like that.
because
I like
that's it's not necessarily evil.
No.
In a sense, it's kind of more empowering, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of it. But it is like a very pure, primal form of power that can only really come in certain environments. And playing in this band is a manifestation of that. And we were able to. It didn't come that way. It's kind of happening. We have these new songs that we're putting together, and we're trying them out on some of these shows that we're playing, and like the way that they're received and the communication between two sides of the stage when it's happening is like tangible. It becomes very, very thick and heavy, and you can like almost slice it. And
I like
you
that.
feel
I like
like
What's your
there's
one,
serious
one
power.
Word, Bugs?
I use mythical.
mythical.
Yeah.
Why is it mythical? I'd like to know.
Just the aura we present around creating. When we're in the Rex's place, that's where we rehearse. There's just an aura going around.
I
You
love
know.
that.
I'm glad you said that, bro. Because
It didn't. He puts the work in to create that environment for sure.
Right.
Rex, we have a
Right.
very cool place to play.
thank you guys.
Oh, Sarah says, yeah, Alaska is expensive as fuck.
Yes, it is.
Well, shout out to you, Sarah.
I'm thinking for me,
Yeah.
especially from coming like a, my classical background, like which is like very like, like refined.
Come on in, my man. Come on. Sorry.
Structured. I think chaos will be my one word
Oh.
for the band. And which is cool. It took me a long time to like kind of like jump on board with that because I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
but we saw some band they
Well, coming from a
introduced me
jazz background, I can't even imagine.
to the band Portal, and so we're like and I was-
Deceivingly technical band, by the way. Portal.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
man,
my
check
God,
them
those
out.
guys are unbelievable.
I definitely gotta check that.
And he's saying chaos, but like I'm like so unbelievably structured when it comes to composing these
Super
songs. I'm like
structured.
unbelievably organized and like methodic and just like a crackhead about trying to do my arrangements.
See,
That's
the
awesome.
funny
So-
thing is,
That's true.
he's structured and I'm not, and it's like we clash, but in a good way.
It creates.
Yeah.
It actually creates synergy. There's a balance to it, and since our personalities are both amicable, we're able to make it work.
To meet halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not there yet, but we're getting close to something that hasn't been done yet. Right. We're on the verge of like cracking the shell of like getting to the cutting edge.
Whoa.
As far as like the songs that we're putting out, we're very, very excited for the second record coming out. And I know that it might not be this one that we have. This one is a good black and roll album, but like we're on a quest to come up with something
To
that
solidify the style.
that can be like a legitimate contribution to music.
Let's go.
And fortunately, like we know Derek. Rex was talking about Derek. Derek Roddy is a very good friend of mine at this point. He's basically my fucking life coach.
The
I was
man,
saying
man.
it earlier.
If you don't know who
like,
he is,
yeah.
he's one of the best metal
Yeah,
drummers
he's-
in the
he's
world.
one of the best
and he just
dudes.
happens to be our producer.
Local South Florida legend, drumming legend all around the world.
Yeah.
But like, if you've ever seen a picture of a drummer with a python on his cymbals, that's Derek
Yeah,
Roddy.
he's got some cool
Yeah.
snakes.
Or symbols with pythons on them.
That's the one. That's the one.
that's
That's
our
the way.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Seems like a
yeah.
fun dude. Yeah.
So
Never met him, but
he
seems like a
is
nice guy.
he is on the cutting edge. You know, that guy is there, and it's
He's present.
he's there. Yeah, he's the guy that gets called. He turned down Dream Theater. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble. But
Wasn't he in the tryouts?
yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
tried.
yeah, I
but,
think he
but,
was in a video.
Yeah, he tried, but he didn't want to do it. But he just got back from Anthrax,
Wow.
and
Badass.
he's the guy when Charlie isn't feeling good, Derek comes out,
Love that.
and he could probably do that with any band that he wants to.
And the reason why we're bringing this up, guys, is that it's really important to have these kind of people in your corner when
Oh
you're an
my
up and coming
God.
band.
Yeah.
He's the
It's important.
gatekeeper. For
Yeah,
us.
he's not even the gatekeeper. He's like, okay, so this is. I asked him to be honest, like, what do we need to do, and he'll tell me.
There
and
you
then
go.
and then we do it.
That's what a producer
And
does.
that's
though.
what it comes down to, you
The-
know. Like and there's a lot of mental exercises trying to like restructure how we approach things.
Yeah.
You know, and get it down at like the essence, and then build from there instead of just trying to like force the corrections as we go. So it's been like a mental shift working with him, and that's why we're
Paradigm.
like really trying to attack the cutting edge of music and create something
right
that
there with
is
him, which he's been trying to do.
Yeah.
But he's been doing the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah.
With
Yeah, so we have good mentorship,
I
and
was
then
gonna-
also we have the support from Dropout Media, and like
yeah.
between Derek helping on the music end, and then we have people helping us on the distribution,
a good idea.
like branding and like the marketing and all of that. We have a decent foundation, and we will have played our first show April 1st, which isn't a joke, by the way.
That's amazing. Huh? But before we go too far, man, my original point, why
Oh,
I
yeah.
chose my word
Oh yeah, of course.
chaos was
Yeah.
that we kind of had like a moment at our last gig. Well, the gig before the last, at the Doomsday.
The Doomsday one.
With our new song that Alex wrote, which yes, his songs are all very structured, and that's his thing. Besides being a phenomenal guitar player, is songwriting, and it's cool. So we have this new song. I'm not exactly sure the name of it yet.
Oblivion 2
It's
right
gonna
now.
it's gonna have a real name, but yes.
Oblivion is the working title.
Yeah, we have a song which is called "The Hangman Oblivion." In parentheses. That's going to be on the record that's coming out, and then there's going to be a second version, or not a second version, but a follow-up to that song, a 2-part on the next record. So,
Sick.
And it has this chaos moment, which we sometimes don't even know how to play. We just get completely lost, and it
That's
was kind
awesome.
of like the coolest thing that ever happened.
Dude, I love
and,
that.
and I kind of feel like that was a magical, mythical moment for us. Like
Just
you know,
searching,
because
searching
I felt
around
like
for
the
this
crowd,
groove.
the crowd feels that shit. You
The
know?
tension, yeah.
It's
Nobody
technical.
knows what's going on, you know, and that's
love that.
kind of like
White noise, but
Yeah.
like technical white noise, where it's like everybody's ripping on their instruments extremely fast, as fast as we possibly can, and it's just like
The aggression.
and it becomes an atmosphere though,
Yeah.
right? Where it becomes just like a static.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's loud as fuck, but it becomes like a static. It hangs in the air, and then all of a sudden we'll drop out of it, and then we want it to hit.
So I think that's what
yeah.
the stuff we're trying to explore and kind of like where we're trying to get at as a
love it.
band, you know.
Well, one thing I
Besides all
wrote-
the structural stuff, you're like
Well, one thing I wrote in my notes about you guys as I was listening to the music was the word movement. I like that the music moves.
Yeah.
You know, there's progressions, there's chord
Yeah.
changes, there's sometimes there's like a shuffle beat that'll come in all of a sudden, you know, like to kind of come along with with this like kind of shuffle riff to go with it, the rhythm. It's just beautiful stuff, you know what I mean? And that's where the black and roll kind of I can see the genre forming itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty badass, and I'm glad that you guys are more focused on doing something different compared to a lot of people that are more worried about how are we going to sound like Periphery. How are we gonna,
Practice.
Yeah,
You practice if you want to sound like Misha.
there's a lot of that. There's a lot for sure. But you know, it's good that you guys are like carving out. I just like that you guys are carving out a space for yourself, which I think is really important. You know, and that's what I want out of a band, in general. Is that my favorite band is Opeth,
Okay.
Oh,
and
nice.
you know I like them a lot. They're since I was in middle school, it's been my favorite band, and. What I like about them is that even though I might not like the newer music because they've taken a different shift, I still like that they're trying something different. I'm like, all right, at least they're hungry for something that they're not just gonna sell out and give us just like, oh, we know you want this, so we'll give you that. Which
See,
I think he blew his voice out, so I don't think
yeah,
he can
I
anymore.
think that's huge, man. As
Yeah.
an artist, for us, as you know,
Yeah,
we're each strong individuals,
yeah, man.
you know, and believe in what we believe, and you know, been through a lot of shit.
Absolutely.
And living in Miami, it's not been so easy. Bug's been all around the world, but for Alex and I, we actually kind of grew up right down the street from each other.
Oh wow.
And which I wanted to give a shout out to his original band. He may not be
Oh, yeah,
enthusiastic. Zen
yeah,
the band.
that was a good band.
They were fucking
Shout out to
awesome.
Zen the band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to them. I mean,
Which you know, is like this whole metal thing is a whole new world to me, and
Yeah.
it's amazing, bro. I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm happy the guys brought me here.
what I love is the fans.
Me
Like
too,
the people
man.
that come out to
Yeah.
listen. Like when I go to a metal show and I look into the crowd, I see people all searching for something.
Yeah.
They're all searching for something. Everybody in there's
Want to
got
get something out. They're all a little
Yeah.
upset with society. I
Yeah.
feel that we should be a little upset. I feel like, you know, things are kind of getting a little hairy in the world.
I love it, dude.
And there's a lot of aggression, and I kind of like me with music, it's kind of always on the brighter side, playing the classical shit. And I like the darkness, bro.
It's a
Fucking
good
like
place
bring
to
that
be.
shit out, you know? It's like,
It's important.
be mad. You should be mad. There's a lot of shit to be mad about, bro. You know, like.
By the way, I'm never mad at any of these shows. I'm not mad. Come
I'm
say
yeah,
hi.
I'm always happy.
He's this guy. He might have a couple wires crossed here and there, but he's generally a nice guy as well. Don't get on Bugsy's bad side. It's always the quiet ones.
Hey man, don't fuck with
We're
Bugsy.
super humble guys, man. Super humble and at peace with everything at the end of the day, bro. But that's the beauty of the music, man, is to be able to express that shit.
Absolutely,
You know,
man.
in a healthy way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what art means? The word art.
Not the direct definition.
Okay,
Please give.
So art is a abbreviation for the word artificial.
Oh.
Because what art is a communication of an artificial experience. I see something, oh, look at that sunset, I paint it, I show it to you. That's an artificial version of that experience, right? So that's what reading a story is, that's what a song is. So it's you know, different in music, especially live music, because it's being, you know, in real time. It's happening as it happens. You know, and you can experience it or you can't, or you can experience an artificial version of that, but it's happening in the real time. So it's an artificial experience, and if we're able to communicate that then that connection happens, and all of a sudden we're feeling the same thing at the same time, and that's where the power comes from.
That's amazing, actually. I never knew that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that at all.
And that's what's beautiful about music. The other thing that's beautiful is that we could share it with
Yeah.
our friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
like other art, like it's not so, it's not so, the community isn't so involved,
Yeah, it's true.
And that's why we started this band, pretty much because I got tired of playing by myself, bro. Especially down here in South Florida, there's not that many musicians. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm saying
Or
this,
they're at home.
this dude's fucking talented as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'll drop the piano, screw playing classical music. That shit ain't. I'm fucking bored by playing by myself. Like, let's start a band, dude.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And what I love is that with the next song that we're gonna play tonight, "Tainted Pit," at
Tainted Pit.
the end of the song, you get to show those classical skills anyway, and it blends in with everything, and it didn't seem out of place at all. It felt like it was so. It actually felt like the best
I
way
was
to
so
end.
happy that we were able to put a little piano on this album, man.
It's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I want more, honestly.
Yeah,
And
man.
actually, I started a hurdy-gurdy fund. If you don't know what that is, it's
A hurdy-gurdy
it's
fund?
the medieval instrument with the crank wheel.
Oh, that thing is awesome.
Yeah,
I love
they're
that.
like $5,000, and my wife doesn't want me to spend $5,000.
Aren't you on a waiting
Yeah.
list to get one? Or?
like, how do you make one?
You gotta have them made in Europe.
Oh my
But,
god, that's
yeah,
like a,
super music nerdy stuff right now.
I love that, man. So let's check out "Tainted Pit." I would like to know about. I'd like to check that song out, and I might need a little prep time for this because I got to bring up Spotify. Actually, it's probably on YouTube, right? Of course.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Because they have the YouTube music now. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. We got.
Is it on there live?
The live one's there, but go to the one that's right.
Oh, sorry. This one here?
No,
Oh, no.
library, you
There.
got it, I think. Yep.
All right, folks. I'm gonna bring something. Oh, let's actually get past this
We're
ad.
working on the video to this, and the video is going to be phenomenal.
That's exciting.
We're not cutting any corners. We've already, done a video once now. We had some, pretty good experience
To me,
with
this
it.
is our song here. This is the song I think is that. It's not really our
This
sound.
is my second favorite
But
song
this
on
is
the
the one that
album.
really caught me. It's like, okay, this is legit.
I'm loving. I got notes written about this one. This is a good time.
We all sing on this song,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
cool too. Which is another element to our band that we all try to sing, which is unlike a lot of other bands.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Check out
that's
Snake Healer. They sing in Snake Healer. Check out Snake Healer.
oh my God,
they're a good
Snake
band.
Eater?
Snake
Snake
Healer.
Healer.
Oh, Snake
Healer.
Healer. Oh, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
check them out, man. They're fucking amazing.
Are they local or
They're
they're bigger?
local. He just got signed from a label out of Italy.
Oh,
He's
baller.
awesome, man. Jazz, great guy. He's actually going to be
The
in the
harmonies-
video for this. But yeah,
The harmonies
he's got
they
some harmonies.
create
Let's
is
go.
amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So
Yeah, jazz and newbie.
We're
are awesome.
trying to sing in harmony, but it's not like our specialty. But we're working on it,
Hey, hell yeah. So, hey man, that's part of the fun. Is growing together as musicians
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And
Yeah,
and
definitely.
like it's like that when you see Metallica, like old videos of Metallica where they just like swap roles and James is playing the drums for whatever reason and where they just like we all swap places. I think it's really cool because to me that's just them having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's part of what it's all about. So if you guys are not even used to singing or if you don't do it that much, the fact that you're doing it all together as a collective, I like that attitude.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You know,
good attitude.
we had a singer.
It's the energy.
yeah?
It's
We had a singer,
It didn't work
and
out?
well, no, it's very difficult. Our issue with this band is that I live right around you in Pembroke Pines. Bugsy lives, at the time he was living all the way up in West Palm in Loxahatchee. Now he's in North Broward, and then Rex is in Miami. So it's not easy to do this band. It takes like full send in order to make the logistics happen,
Big
and like
commitment.
the
Big
the
commitment.
gas money and the time, the extra hour to drive.
Hell yeah.
We're doing 2 practices a week, one in West Palm, one in Miami, and I'm
Whoa.
driving on both of them because I'm in
now
Pines.
we're doing straight Miami, so Bugs
So
is driving.
yeah, so we
a lot.
had a singer, and
But, yeah, man, Bugs really coming through. Being there for us. Thank God. It's
Shout out
why
to
I
Bugs,
started
man.
playing drums to to
Yeah.
support, create this band, and support these phenomenal riffs.
You guys work good together. When I
Yeah.
saw the video, I was like, yeah, they got it. I was like, that's a band.
Yeah, so we had
they're-
a vocalist, but he's so busy with life. Our
They-
vocalist is in the video, the big guy with the gym, Live Free CrossFit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
John
Yeah.
Kelly.
And
He was a scary guy growing up in the neighborhood, I tell you what.
He's a great vocalist,
Can't
man,
imagine.
too. He's a great vocalist,
That's what's
and
up.
he's a great lyric writer. He wrote the lyrics to the song Prototype on the album.
Wow, sick.
Yeah, which is the one song that I sing. I'm trying to want to be like Ringo, roll in the band and sing. So I'm definitely
Let's
singing
go.
a song on this album too. Trying to get Bugs to get up there and sing some songs.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
terrible
My
singer.
Belgian
But
Malinois'
he's-
favorite artist is Ringo Starr, by the way.
wow.
Yeah, he's a dog, and he reacts to I wanna be an
Leopold.
Octopus's Garden. Yeah.
Leopold.
Yeah, so like
That's awesome.
okay, I digress.
All right, real quick, let's go ahead and check out
And
Tainted
Grateful
Pit.
Dead. Leopold likes
Yeah,
Grateful.
he likes the Dead. He does. He likes the Dead.
Nice.
He's a very smart dog. He's
Got good taste.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. Let's check out this tune real quick. I gotta take another bathroom break because I'm dying here. So
ahead.
I will.
That's what
Let's.
I was gonna say. I need a bathroom.
Yeah, for
Go
sure.
ahead, go.
Enjoy the riffage.
Riffage. Good work, Riffage.
Say something if you can hear. Yeah, I think you can.
What up, folks? We appreciate you being here, hanging out with Worldeater on Shutupletstalk tonight. It's been an amazing time. I definitely appreciate it. If you guys want to go check out the episode of Shutupletstalk on all platforms, it'll be up in like 5 minutes after we finish this episode. So, if we do that, thank you. That was the smoothest plug I could figure out in that clip. I love this part of the song. That's when the pit opens up.
That's what we're trying to do. I need some topics right there. Make it work.
I love it, man. I like the costume you picked up for your thing too. The mask.
My wife helped me pick that up.
love
Shout
it.
out to her. She did our makeup in the music video for Dying Breed as well.
I love these things. I love when everything is like in and out kind of way. Right? I personally love it. I try to do everything the same way. Like, you know, I don't have a shirt out, but the shirt that I do have out, I did it with a local buddy I went to high school with that has a family printing company. You know?
Right.
These guys are called Family Printing. That's the name of their company. But like, you know, it's a piano bit at the end. It's just
Rex did an
Gorgeous.
amazing job.
nicely recorded too.
I don't know how they recorded that.
Yeah. We're listening to this piano bit on Tainted Pit right now. Yeah, and it's gorgeous, dude.
Steinway piano, bro.
What did you do? You just put the microphone inside the piano?
Man, I got some nice Newman mics.
Really?
Stuck that thing up on in there, bro.
Dude, it sounds
man.
gorgeous.
Hell yeah. Thank
Guys,
you, bro.
this is Rex
It's like a
right here
30
playing the
grand
piano.
from my Russian teacher from FAU, Leon and Trier. They moved to Asheville. Bought the piano from them.
Asheville, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Nice, good spot, cool spot. I've been
Hell
there.
yeah. Everybody's seems to be moving there, you know. Some people are fed up with South Florida. Not everybody's moving here.
I know, I'm getting a little tired of it.
Thank God.
I know. I'm getting a little tired of it out
Yeah,
here.
please stop moving here.
I like it.
Is
I-
it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. There's not enough parking for everybody, all right?
No, or the roads aren't getting any bigger, but the buildings are though, man. Yeah,
Sorry, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You guys, you know,
Is there anything left on that day?
on the thing. Oh hell yeah, absolutely. I'm rolling on after we're done. But I appreciate you guys all being here. That was Tainted Pit, guys. Worldeater. You know, a bit of a different song. You know, the vocals on that. I just became a Depeche Mode fan like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh, great band.
I
yeah.
just became like, you know, shout out to Libby in the chat. I don't know if you're in the chat tonight, but if you are, she showed me Depeche Mode after a while, and I finally listened to them. Fell in love with their music. Really good stuff, and the vocals reminded me so much of that. So
Really?
Do you
Oh, wow,
listen
that's
to
cool,
like
huh?
Joy
Nice
Division at all?
compliment, bro. Yeah.
Not too much. I
See,
need.
I'm a huge Ian Curtis fan. I
Wow.
love his stuff.
You guys are probably gonna show me more music because the thing about me, I listen to. I feel like I don't know why. Like after a certain point, I just stopped listening to like new music. I don't know why. Like I just kind of got comfortable in what I listen to, and when people show me bands, I'm like, oh cool. That's how I fall in love with new bands. When my buddy is like, dude, this new band is sick. Let's check this out, and then we sit down and we listen, and then also through local bands, you know, through local bands. That's another great thing that I really love. You know, I hate calling them local bands because it's so like
Great local
diminutive.
bands down here, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we got a
Yeah.
cool scene.
Yeah.
Let's do some shout outs. Feel free. Feel free.
MRSA,
Mercer's very good.
God Rot,
God Rot, Iris
no,
1 is good.
no
Iris
coffin.
Shout out to Ears of
No
One.
Coffin.
No coffin. No.
Yeah, those are good.
Big
friends
shout
of-
out to MRSA. The MRSA's doing some things these
Yeah,
days.
they're moving. They're moving pretty good.
Mean band.
We also
man.
have a metalcore scene here and like the proggy stuff. It's kind of like a parallel to us, but
Yeah.
those guys in Vitalis,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good band. Same thing with Legrem.
Glass Candy.
yeah.
Glass Candy's
Glass
a good band.
Candy,
Glass Candy.
Scattered Reality.
Yeah,
There's so
Scattered
many.
Reality's been
Reality.
getting better.
Yeah,
I was impressed by them. Iron Buddha, I just did a review on those guys. Those guys are
Shout out to band
heavy.
names. Band names have never gotten worse. Like, I mean, no, literally. What I mean by that is that they literally. What I mean by that is they've literally like they keep getting better. Is what
I
I'm
love
trying to
that.
say. The way I said it made it sound like they're getting terrible.
Oh,
No,
they
no.
started off great, and they just haven't gotten any worse.
No. What I meant is that they've never been better. And because like band names like you would think after a while they're like, what are they just gonna call it, man? Angry bad day.
There are
But
some,
no.
there are some ridiculous.
They
We got
come out
some Rise. We're playing a show at Rise.
Rise is good.
Rise
What's
is
our next
good.
show,
Love
guys?
these
When's that?
It's the Rise.
March
Yeah.
24th.
March 24th.
Yeah, March
okay.
24th.
With
Yeah.
MRSA.
March
Rise.
24th.
Rise.
Yeah.
and a band from Tampa called Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Yeah,
I love that.
I haven't
That's
listened to them
They
a
looked
little
cool though. I
bit.
checked them out.
Corrupted Saint.
Corrupted
Player.
Saints from Lakeland,
Nasty.
Florida. Yeah, those guys rip.
Yeah.
So. You guys have been doing really good with your pages. Before I forget this topic later, you guys have been doing really good with the pages. You guys have been posting so often. You guys good content. I want to ask: does it help to bring in new fans? Is it helping to get in touch with other bands that you guys can get
Absolutely.
shows
It's
slots?
essential.
Mandatory.
You
Yeah,
know?
man.
It's
So-
essential.
So
Have
tell
to.
us if you
It's
guys can give-
community, bro. That's the beauty of this whole deal, dude. Is
It's the-
meeting, getting exposed to getting out there, getting out at night.
Could you guys give advice to other bands out there right now? That
Practice. practice as much as you possibly can. However much you think is enough, triple it.
I'd say another thing: go to local shows.
Yeah, go to
You know,
shows.
support the band.
He's right. It is. Community is a big part of it early on because most of the people that are early adopters that listen to music that other people aren't listening to, are other musicians.
Yeah, true.
Building a scene here, man. There's not a strong scene here, and we're trying to build it from
We need the
scratch,
venues.
bro.
We've got-
and
we got
we got to do it
bands.
together. You know, there's strength in the masses, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you
And
got
you know what? We do have a scene. But it's spread out. When we say a scene, it's like 3 different counties. They each have their own scenes. They each have their death metal heads. They each have their metalcore guys. And you know, essentially, if like a band is really good enough, people will go.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to, you know. And then you have the younger kids, and then you have the older guys, and there's a little bit of separation there. So it's like finding a unity within the community to try to, you know, like the energy is there, the bands are there. There might even be enough venues, even though like we lost Churchill's, Tobacco Road is gone, Los Rosas, blah 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 blah.
It's
blah.
hard out here,
It's like
guys.
it's like the story that everybody.
Miami's like,
You know, COVID kind of fucked everything up.
But the underground.
except for our boy
The
boy
underground.
Oski
Yeah.
Gonzalez. Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Oski.
Hell yeah.
Never met him, but it seems like a very nice dude.
He's working on
He's a good
building
guy.
the scene
Yeah.
in Miami.
He's been at it for a
Very
while,
happy to
yeah.
have him working. We just won the best metal band award in Miami because of Oski and
Well, not because of him. It was because of the people that voted for us. But he puts on the Oski Awards.
yeah.
you
Sorry
go.
guys.
Not because of him. We're like, yo, Oski, we need to win this award for the inside. I need content to post.
Called
I
him
need
in.
to post some
Phoned
content.
in a favor?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Hey,
But
bro,
no, I feel you though.
Uncle
I feel
Joe.
you. I totally feel you, man. And shout out to all everybody. It's a collaborative effort.
Anybody
guys.
who's helping, man. Anybody who's helping, who's coming to the shows, like
Contribute.
thank you. Yeah.
And we like to
and-
contribute.
Is there merch coming? Is there
have
merch already?
Yeah,
We got
there's
a
merch
ton of
already.
merch,
You can
yeah.
go. You can. We already gave out the Linktree.
Awesome.
linkt.ee/Worldeater band, and then there is merch, and we have, you know, like you said, Opeth. We have an artist. The artist that did those wolves on that cover did Opeth.
Travis?
No, he's not Travis, but he has done.
That's awesome.
One of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one of the Opeth record covers,
That's so
and he's
cool.
also done a Mastodon record
what's his
cover.
name?
His name is Yassine Violet.
Awesome.
He's a good. He's hard to get on his books. He's always booked up. We had somebody like kind of give us the plug, and we were able to.
I was going to
weasel our
mention
way in,
your
you know.
cover is gorgeous.
We were able to weasel. He's done Sigur Rós. I don't know if you know. They're
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
Icelandic. Yeah, they're a very interesting creative.
Yeah, like
band. So he-
alternative.
yeah.
On the truly level.
He
Yeah.
did another piece of art for us also. Right?
Yeah, we have couple pieces from him, and we have a good relationship with the guy. He's very
he's-
very talented.
I
We're
like
trying
that
to be
you-
very proactive with those things like that, like buying the art and things like that.
I was
like
about to say-
throwing the money.
And even the
you know?
posting, the 500 posts, it's like the momentum is easy to maintain. It's very hard to build.
Yeah.
So-
As a team, if one
Yeah.
person was doing it all, we do everything ourselves, you know, and yeah, so
Absolutely.
it's a lot of work, but we make it work, you know.
Yeah, we try to tag team. I'm
Yeah.
really bad about communication. I start communicating, and then Alex has to take over all our messages.
I mean, I can get a little funky with the communication. It's tough. It gets overwhelming when you have a lot of people to talk
Well,
to. Like,
social
yeah.
media is everything, man, and that posting every day, the 500 posts, which I didn't know, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
I do the
I'll-
Instagram. These
yeah.
guys are on the Facebook. I don't know anything about recording or video production or anything at all. Like I can play the guitar, and they force me. Like our singer left, they gave me 3 months to learn all of the songs and how to sing a new style that I've never even growled. You know how I learned how to sing? I learned how to sing metal by speaking to my dog in my Batman voice. Leopold, sit down. And
Swear
that's how
to
it
me.
started. Yeah. Swear to me. And that's how it began. I promise. It was.
Does he listen better
it
like
was-
that?
Yeah, if I'm
Yeah.
like getting on him, I don't want to be loud because I live in a condo.
That's what I like
community,
about
so,
this.
like, I have to- I
That's
have
what's
to-
cool about this music. Even animals can understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why do you like do gutturals and the like? Don't you guys do clean vocals? Like,
my
no,
dog
like,
wags
why-
its tail to your
My,
music a
my
lot.
dog does not like metal. It makes him a little bit concerned when he listens to metal. And
so
he
funny.
cannot handle live drums. He
Oh,
will kill the
that's
drum
intense.
set. He won't like bark at it. He'll like absolutely kill it and possibly the drummer.
I can't for a dog. That must be intense. Like a live
the
drum
other
set.
day I saw like the an alligator, you know, Florida alligators were, but big ass one, man, doing like the mating call, and I was kind of like thinking of these guys, you know, it's like that's what that shit sounds like, you know.
It is like a mating call.
Dude, that's exactly what a fucking alligator sounds like.
That is like the mating call of like
Yeah,
the metal
bro,
mating
or
call.
like
yeah.
a fucking bear, you know.
I love
It's-
that.
Yeah, man,
That's pretty great.
it is cool.
We
bro.
need that. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, the alligator gutturals.
I'm still learning to sing.
That's awesome. I love it.
Dude, come on, give us one, man.
Let's get a fry scream.
Let's get a
Bugs,
fry.
here's
Come on, bro,
here's
don't be
a,
shy, man.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
let's go.
Let's see, it's so hard to do when I have all
On command.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's-
god, you got the
that's-
pressure. You're able to do it in front of like a room, wall to wall,
Well, I get
16-year-old
I
kids
have
just
a
throwing
whole
punches.
different persona going on.
Give us the
stage.
money shot, Bugsy.
You
Come
gotta
on.
bring it out. You gotta bring it out with the crazy drums.
Let's see. See,
Hey, that
I
was
can't
good though.
get
That
it.
was good. That was good. I liked it.
You can
I
hold
liked
that for a long time now.
Usually,
Yeah.
right now, no. It's so hard with the pressures.
it. I feel you. Hey, and then, you know, with the right, yeah. 'Cause
Bugsy's pee shy.
We're trying to get Bugsy out of his shell a little bit. I'm pretty good with that because like, been on stage a little bit with the nothing's more nerve-wracking than the
Juries.
fucking yeah.
Juries
oh my god,
and
and going to
music.
college.
I mean, I imagine, dude.
for music,
oh,
classical
you guys,
music,
yeah.
like playing fucking Bach.
Juries.
You know, oh
Dude,
my
I can't
God.
even imagine.
So
Yeah.
it's like
It can't be any worse than the guys folding their
The
arms.
first
in front,
time
right?
I ever performed, like a bunch of little like 14-year-old girls all came and filled like the like all of the seats right in the front, and I knew they were all pianists, so like, they were like piano students, and I was just learning like because I was playing drums, I was playing jazz drums, and then I switched when I was like 20 to piano, and I decided to go to school for it because my friend was like, if you really want to learn music, play piano.
Wow.
And because I was real into jazz, but
Sound
I like
advice.
classical, and
Sound
I was playing guitar too, so I didn't want to switch instruments.
Wow, dude.
So I was like, let me just play piano. You could do everything, you know?
Yeah.
And anyways, man, I was so scared, bro. I'm just so happy I didn't piss my pants or some shit. But my legs were like trembling, bro. I'm playing like a Bach prelude with like 30 little girls watching and shit. My legs are like shaking like this and shit.
How old were you?
Is it? I was like 27, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like an older man, dude. Fucking, and it was embarrassing as fuck. I mean, I was like, and that's what's cool about the metal, bro. Is like, you come to play, man. When you come, you better come to play. You know, it's like,
Facts.
fuck all that being scared shit, dude. Like,
you have to be a much better musician to play metal than you do in academia.
Yeah.
That's practice, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's just practice. If you want to really like, I mean, Dean Lamb from Archspire's got a PhD on guitar,
He's awesome.
which is pretty impressive. You know, some of these guys can play,
Yeah.
but the academic stuff is really just the training.
I don't know if you guys listen to Abiotic. Shout out to my buddy John from Abiotic. He
You know?
it's through him. It's through him that I was able to know who Scott Carstairs and Dean Lamb and all these
right
guys
on.
are because
Gotta
he's
check 'em
buddies.
out.
He's
Yeah.
buddies with them, and
Oh,
he used to
okay.
do a podcast called The Big Shred that I used to edit.
Yeah,
that I used to edit.
I know that that Carstairs is big into Twitch and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. Great players these days. You know what I mean? And so, how do you guys feel about being in the metal scene these days? Like, do you guys have your own? I know you guys are carving your own genre, because I know gent is like a big thing these days.
Yeah,
but-
it's big. It's big, but black
but-
metal is big too.
absolutely,
And-
especially in Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
Over here, I mean, sure, but
Well, we've got some good bands over here. Some cool black metal bands.
if
over
you guys
here.
could tour in Europe, where would you go? Where you guys go?
Oh, the circuit, dude. The festival
Norway
circuit.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The festival circuit hit
Yeah,
the
Wacken,
Wacken, the Hellfest.
Hellfest for sure.
What the
Roadburn. I really want to
Roadburn.
play Roadburn.
What's the farthest you guys have gone out to perform? Separately or together, or whatever.
I've gone as far as like Toronto, Montreal.
Wow, dude,
I've only been here locally.
cool.
You know,
It's a big place. Yeah.
Before I met these guys, I was in various different bands for a little bit. I was in, shout out to Chronic Combustion.
They're very good. I mentioned they're
Jordan.
very good band.
You know, I played bass for them for, I think it was about a year.
Sick,
And then, we just went our separate ways. I have my own little Doom thing going that's called Bell Tower Ritual.
I got followed by it. Yeah. I was wondering who that was. I was like, cool.
Yeah, that's me.
Cool name.
I try to I had a buddy. He moved to actually Asheville area, North Carolina.
Okay.
Him and I used to just sit and jam and just
Just have a
create.
good time. I love that,
Yeah.
man. I love that, and that's the great thing about music, guys, is that we're able to kind of just it's a recreational thing that people take really seriously,
Yeah.
and I like that. There's something about that I really
Kinda
like.
It's
back to-
entertainment. It's not that important at the end of the day. Like you don't run out of music and starve to death on the corner.
Yeah,
But people take it very, very seriously. Like people get shot over it.
yeah. And I mean, because the thing is, I notice a lot of people they use music as like their identity a lot, which is I'm not saying it's good or bad. It just
Yeah.
is what it is. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like a lot of people use it because they're like,
It's an
And it-
observation.
yeah.
yeah, they're just
It
like,
happens.
yeah, they're like, oh,
It's kind of like a
only
religion or
pussies listen to
something.
these bands. You know,
Yeah.
you hear some shit like that, for example,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, wow, like this has become a part of your personality.
I've seen Coldplay twice, by the way.
Hey, Coldplay's cool.
Since we're on that topic.
Hey, Coldplay's cool. They've changed their gears a lot, but
I
at the
like-
beginning stuff though,
yeah,
really cool
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
I like the way it was recorded too, because I'm really into like the recording of things. You know, like I
Pianos-
like
piano parts are amazing.
yeah. The piano parts are great, and I just love the way. And what's cool, I didn't realize until later, is that a lot of the
Vocals.
piano, the vocals, they're not even perfectly in pitch, but everything sounds
Songwriting-
perfect.
Songwriting is amazing.
Yeah.
His message, I love the message thing in a band. To me, that's huge. You know, like say something. You know,
Yeah.
stand for something.
If I can make a request for the next Worldeater album, please put the lyrics on Spotify. If you get a chance, if you get a chance.
We might
Oh,
request.
we're supposed to do that, yeah.
We might release lyrics for this record.
Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
so was that a thing that you guys didn't want to release them
Well,
before?
I mean, there's only three of us. There's only so much shit we can get done. You know.
Sure.
We could do it. We
so
can make it happen.
We have to get
Yeah.
the actual time and effort to
Yeah.
put into actually physically doing the legwork, because there's a lot to do, and we're moving at a very satisfactory clip.
Yeah,
Things
yeah.
could be worse for us.
For sure.
But there's only so many hours in the day, and there's only three of us.
It's hard.
you
No,
know.
it's hard, folks. Like,
So-
folks at home, like, if anybody doesn't realize, just like streaming is really difficult. It's actually like this is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this, but like sometimes it can be difficult.
There's a lot of legwork.
There's a lot of legwork and getting
behind the
ready.
scenes stuff
magic is-
every
the
day.
magic is in the
Practice
legwork.
every day, bro. Practice. You
And
know,
then
like you gotta hit them drums every day,
Gotta hit
dude.
the drums.
Otherwise, you ain't doing nothing. You know.
And it's
Yeah,
about
man.
not wasting your time.
Right.
I would feel so guilty if I ever wasted all you guys' time. If I wasted all you guys' time in the chat tonight, that's like that's where the guilt comes in. Because then you feel like I wasn't prepared enough for this. I didn't ask the right questions. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Like I care about those kind of things. Because to me that's like, you guys drive out of your way to come here and hang out and talk about yourselves, and I love that because to me like that's what
I
it's all
love
about.
talking about myself, and so does Rex. Bugsy doesn't. He does it when
I'm the quiet guy.
He does it when nobody's
Yeah,
watching.
Dave said more about you than you've said about yourself actually.
Here I thought
He
I was
likes
Mr.
long
Humble.
walks.
Apparently,
he likes
I'm
long
not
walks
so
on the
humble.
beach. He likes long walks on the beach.
Well, I hope you don't feel left out. or
Strawberry
anything.
daiquiris.
Dude, I just like to observe.
Awesome, man. Cool. It's been good. It's been good. having
Right,
you
get
guys
Bug started though. He'll do some talking now.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
Yeah, I'm
I
more
can,
the
but-
quiet one.
All
But
right, well,
yeah,
I
everybody likes to talk about themselves. I guess. Right?
Well, I
a little bit.
got a couple more questions before we close the night out. How long are we going? About hour 15. So it's been brisk. I got another question for you. What is the hardest part about being in a band today, in 2023, in a social media day and age?
Oh, I think we're gonna have different answers to that, but
So-
let's see what these guys got.
Tough question, bro.
Yeah. What is the
Let's
hardest
stay
part?
on track for this, though. We're gonna make it all the way around without talking about anything else.
That is hard.
I'm gonna answer unless you're ready to go. Are you ready?
I'm not. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it's probably money, man. Like
Let's
if
go. Let's go.
it's money, dude. Because like if you don't have money, man, like it makes everything tough, and like.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of doing the video editing, and I had to buy the whole Adobe Master Collection. I just bought a new drum set. We've spent a lot of fucking money, man.
But that's
And-
part of the investment too. I'm happy. to
I don't even want to talk about this. I'm gonna go back over here.
So it's like you kind of gotta throw in to you gotta pay to play,
No, it's true. It's an
Yeah.
investment thing, guys. It's like,
It
and
really
don't get me
is.
wrong, like, guys, before we set up the show, we were talking about streaming and setting up and stuff, and I was telling them, like, I got these mics. You can get a 3-piece of these microphones for $30, which, like, to me, that's money to some people. It's money in general, but like, It's an investment.
We're well over 20,000 into this band.
There you have it.
Whoa. We weren't talking numbers, man. No.
20 racks. 20 racks.
Well over Rex. Rex has been buying gold plated drums.
Actually, no. Could you mind breaking that down? Not breaking it down, but like, can you
we
dive into that?
We have some money. We have an in-ear monitoring system that we bought, and it's been over the course of almost since conception, which was about a year and a half from conception. Our first show is in April. So yeah, I have an addiction to expensive guitars, and
You got a good taste.
It's been
You got
fun.
good taste.
This in-ear thing is a new thing for all of
the
us.
in-ear you can hear yourself.
Yeah, it's
really
something
It's
different.
very interesting, yeah.
The only
It's
thing I don't like is you don't hear the audience, so we're gonna work on.
But it's a
doing that.
major
Oh, yeah.
piece of equipment, so it's kind of taking a little bit of fun out of gigging because it's just a little too much, especially for me being the
Because
drummer.
you got to keep the click in all the time? Or
No,
is that
man,
the-
because it's just
A lot of stuff to carry.
it's too much to
Yeah.
carry, bro. And
So
there's
we have-
not big enough trucks, and
We have 3 rigs for
Whoa.
small shows, medium shows, and large shows.
Yeah.
That's intense. That's intense.
Yeah.
super intense.
Yeah,
Even
I think-
playing a small show is super intense. It's a 3-day
Plus
deal
merch.
for me, you know. These guys show up with their guitars and be like, "Oh, I forgot something," and I'll be like, "What? Like, this is why I stopped playing drums fucking
man.
20 years ago. Gotta load my whole drum."
This is me.
Truck up
This is
with,
me
like-
just throwing an idea out there. I'm not saying this is reliable or not, because like people do just steal your stuff. So I'm not saying this is like the great idea, but like I heard there's like places like there's a thing called TaskRabbit these days. It's like an app where you can like hire people. You pay them like $15-20 and they'll like do a thing for you.
Huh.
It's like
Never
it's
heard
called
of
TaskRabbit. Like I said, who's to say they're not just gonna run off with your shit? So I would never want that to be a reality. But there's little things like that, which is like a Fiverr thing. Like the app Fiverr.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
know.
That's
Fiverr.
great to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe there's.
We're,
I'm
we're
just saying maybe.
interested. We want to collab, man.
Maybe
We're
in the future.
interested in,
We want
have-
roadies. We want all of our friends to come carry our gear for us. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, that's what we're really saying. So
or
let's-
however
not
contribute
really,
art,
Not really.
art, or
Roadies.
video editing, or podcast, bro. Any way to help the scene, man. Coming to shows, buying merch.
We'll write you a review if you carry our gear for us.
That sounds awesome. Hey man,
No, it is. That's the drawback is the logistics and that the physically like
Especially touring.
doing it. Yeah, making it happen. Making
it's
it
money,
happen.
dude. Yeah.
No, I think these days, man, it's like, and to be
Gas-
realistic,
gas for bugs, you know.
Gas.
He's driving to Miami all.
But
all
for
the
me, it's
time.
the consistency because like it takes a certain like I lose my chops on guitar if I stop playing.
Totally. It happens.
It's something that has to be maintained, and you can't like slack off. You can't take a cheat day. You can't like
Can't take a week off.
take a week
No.
off
You
from
can't-
playing.
You can take a day off, not a week.
Yeah,
bro.
I can't even really take a day off.
not for metal.
I
at least,
might
like-
take a day off,
not to play
man.
these songs. I took a day
Yeah.
off when I had COVID.
But not from
Damn.
music, but from drums specifically, just the
Yeah.
rest of the
Oh.
body, because
Yeah.
it's
Can't
a
even
little,
imagine.
could get a little
And
physical.
sometimes I rest my hands, but even when I rest my hands, I pick up the guitar and I like am doodling.
Yeah.
Because I keep it. There's one within reach. I can just grab the guitar, pick it up. So like I can doodle, but I can't like. Sometimes I end up with a hand injury because
Yikes.
maybe one day I'll be as good as these guys that are absolutely ripping it like that. But the reality is I am where I'm at, and
Sure.
it took 30 years of practicing a lot to get there.
get there.
I
feel you.
I started when I was 8.
Nice.
Daily maintenance.
I just turned 38 in November, so there's a lot of time invested to be able to get to that point. I'm
Sick.
sure that if somebody else put 30 years in, they'd be miles beyond me. But either way, we are where we are, and I have to take care of the hands. But if I start slacking, then it just goes. It
Wow,
goes
man.
quick. Yeah.
I've
Bugsy.
had-
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Ask.
I was gonna say, Bugsy, but how do you do these bass parts, my man? How do you maneuver your way around? Because I know they come from a classical background. How do you maneuver your way?
I just follow what he does.
That's awesome.
I've always learned by ear and
Yeah.
by watching. I pick up pretty fast how people play, and I can start learning that way.
I like that.
And I'll play what Alex plays, and then eventually write my own shit after I learn
That's
his
what's up.
part.
I'm playing his riffs too in some of these songs. He definitely contributes riffs on guitar. And
Yeah.
one thing about Bugsy is that Bugsy fucking practices.
Let's go.
He said that I'm gonna be the best in the world, and I'm blowing his spot up. But like the way that he practices, he's formidable now, and he
Works hard.
has gotten so fucking good in the last year. that you know,
both
it's-
Bugs and I, because
it's
I
the
had to
legwork.
start this metal drumming from
Legwork.
scratch, man.
Wow, dude.
Honestly, it's between working with Alex and then my buddy Mike from Mike Rogers with Born Beneath.
Let's go.
That's he's like a brother to me. And
Oh
he's
yeah,
been
Mike.
helping
He's
me
a great-
out.
he's a great guy.
Yeah, I love him.
He's a great dude. I met him. He's a super nice
Yeah,
dude.
he's
Oh,
a
have
very
you?
nice guy. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And he's got the cutest little dog.
Yeah, he does.
He comes and
He'll
helps
be
us
posting him. I love
at
it.
the
Yeah,
studio.
Stand-up
he'll
Yeah.
come and help us do sound or something. He just
That's awesome, man.
really good
Great
dude.
bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
He's
lucky.
a good musician.
I'm lucky tonight. Yeah, he is a good musician, actually.
Yeah.
He's got
He's
good taste in
talented.
basses, too.
Yeah, he's very tasteful. It's a good
Yeah.
word for him.
I'm lucky tonight, and everybody in the chat, you guys are lucky tonight to be able to capture Worldeater in the beginning of their band journey, somewhat, 2 years. But, you know,
Has it been 2 yet?
well, the page
Is it
was
a year and a
2021,
half?
so I figured.
Year and a half?
Yeah, we played our first show in April, so that's really where we're counting from.
There you go.
Okay.
So,
Almost a
and
year.
yeah, it's been over a year since conception.
We've been moving.
man.
We're trying to move fast, man.
Yeah, we haven't made any major mistakes.
And that's a really good thing. Yeah.
That's the benefit of
Don't
being a
send dick
little
pics to
older,
anybody.
No, we don't want to
Unsolicited.
pull, a
Don't
Dave
send
Ellefson.
unsolicited.
That's the key word.
Unsolicited.
It's been a pleasure having you guys. How do you guys feel
Oh,
about being
man.
on the show tonight?
I love it.
Oh yeah, this is a great
Thank you,
time.
man.
Chopping
Thank
it
you,
up.
Man.
Yep.
I try to make it, you know.
Thank you for helping the
Thanks,
scene,
man.
bro, and your support, man.
You got
Oh,
the
man.
Floyd Rose parts.
I got a few. I got a 7-string Floyd Rose just waiting to go on something, but I'm dying. I'm dying for it. Oh, original German Floyd, but
That's made in Japan.
it is.
Yeah, that's the real
Edge.
one. That's nice.
The Edge. That's and on that one is an Edge too. I got that guitar for $180. That I
All right,
did.
hang on. So we got the podcast. Something funny came up when I walked in here.
Oh,
we
Oh yeah, please. This is so
we've
funny,
got
dude.
we've got guitars all over this room,
show 'em.
right?
Bring it out,
so
take it out,
I'm gonna take some liberties here, right? So
Go for it.
I
Go
used
for it.
to play a lot of Magic the Gathering a few years ago.
It might. Ooh.
Just grab the guitar.
All right,
man.
so
Oh, there you go. That works.
that guitar right there.
Hey.
My roommate John Watson, who's now a very talented tattoo artist, check out Journey by Pain. He made this guitar, and when I walked into this room and saw it, I had a
Thanks, man.
existential crisis, and
Thanks, dude.
almost spontaneously combusted the fact that this guy's got the guitar that my roommate made from like 2016.
that's my fucking
and
talent.
that guitar rips.
Coincidence.
I
Yeah.
love
Like
that
we're
guitar.
meant to
Yeah.
be here, bro.
Yeah, it truly is. Actually, it truly
Yes.
is. And I love that guitar. I bought it from an older gentleman, and it was a super nice guy. He told me all the parts that it's made out of.
What kind of guitar is that? Because it doesn't have a name on it.
No, it's a Telecaster. That's basically it's a
Okay.
parts caster.
Yeah, it's a parts caster.
Parts caster.
You know, a
Or
parts
a
caster.
Frankencaster.
Mm-hmm. Of the telly persuasion, and of the Telecaster persuasion, and it's a
I'd
good
like
sound.
to hear it, bro. It sounds pretty
Telestein.
badass. Yeah.
Yeah, I painted the back of it actually. The whole white in the back of it. I'd never done
it's-
that before. I never even done that before. I was like, let me just try that out.
So how did you know this was your friend's guitar?
Because I saw him make it.
Oh, really?
He made it in my. In
So he made all
townhouse.
the wood and everything.
No, he didn't make the wood.
Okay.
But he assembled it from scratch, and he did all that wood burning, and he fretted it.
Yeah, he put it together.
Put it together.
Dude, I get so many compliments on that guitar, guys. I've had that guitar for quite a few years. I've had it since 2015. 2015. And I love that guitar. It plays like a beast. It sounds awesome. I've recorded a few fun solos on it. And I love that thing, man. I love that thing. So, guys, Worldeater, I appreciate you guys being on the show tonight.
Thanks for having us.
What's
Thank you
real
for
quick?
having
Sorry,
us.
before we get out of here, what's to come? What's in the future?
Okay, so the future is bright. We have some
For
crazy stuff
everybody.
going on. Yeah. It beats the alternative. So we
Which
have
also
we have,
happens.
we have a record
We're
coming
trying to
out.
get it,
We
bro.
have- we
We're
have-
getting it, dude.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
fucking off,
There-
man.
Like, there's no try. We have no choice at this point.
Do or die.
So we have a record coming out. It's going to be on Bandcamp at the end of this month. Then you're going to have to wait a little bit if you want to stream it on your streaming services.
Cool.
It's because, we're a brand new band. We need the funding.
Support it first,
So,
folks. Support
yeah,
it first,
support
please.
us first. You get it early.
I'll be posting the
It's
link.
strong.
When the link is ready, I'll be posting
Yeah,
it.
so we got that, and then we have another one in the works right now. We have some out-of-town dates that we'll be releasing soon, where we're going to be playing like the Florida circuit, Tampa, Orlando, Brass Mug, stuff like
Yes.
that, whatever the Haven's called now. Hopefully make it up to northern Florida, Jacksonville. We got buddies up in Jacksonville and Gainesville and all up there. Maybe hit Atlanta. So we've got a record that we are composing as well. We're going to be doing Derek Roddy's back from Anthrax, from filling in on Anthrax. So I was talking to him today. I might go see him tomorrow. We're going to try to do some pre-production whenever he wants to start. And then we'll have a next record coming out. The next record's a little bit heavier. It's a little bit more black metal-y and less rock and roll, even though it still sounds like us.
For sure.
You can hear us try those songs out live. We're going to be playing
March 24th, Respectables.
Let's go.
Respectables. And then we might want to set something up Miami. We're not going to play too many locally. You know, we don't want to thin out the draw. We want it to be special for us and the people that are, they're receiving their sacrament. And then,
Smart move.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
Because people do get tired quickly.
Yeah, we don't want to burn it out. We want to, each time we play, we want it to be an experience. We want that to have a emotional connection where we make you say, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
I love that.
And at the end of the day, that we have a good time, and then it matters. There's a lot of, we were talking about it earlier. There's a lot of fucking bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit, especially the kids, man. You're being bombarded from all angles with absolute nonsense. And it's totally ridiculous, and it's all for everybody else's personal gain.
And a lot of it's fake. We didn't get to talk about it earlier.
It's fucking fake.
A lot of metal these days, guys, and this is not me trying to put other bands down. This is not the thing where you got to kick somebody to get up the ladder. It's not like that.
A lot of everything is fake.
But a lot of what's going on right now is artificial. It's artificial. The drums are not real. The guitars are being edited to hell.
Yeah.
The bass is probably not even real.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's a guitar
fake.
that they're doing as basses.
That's the interesting thing about music these days, man, is it's come down to this huge editing thing, and it's computerized, and the talent lacks, man.
Not to say that we don't partake in edits.
Sure.
Derek is a wizard. We're not
But
gonna
we're musicians,
But
bro, and
when
we're throwing down live.
Come see us live, and that's not edited, and that's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a level of real that if it is what it is.
And guys,
it's
any
real
records,
versus fake.
any of your favorite records that you've ever listened to have been recorded a certain way, where it's.
Well, I think that's the one thing about this band that kind of, like this. I feel like we have an edge with metal, because it's just our backgrounds. Our backgrounds are so diverse, and we're not. I'm not a huge metal guy, and I'm the drummer. And it's kind of like a really important role, so I don't approach the beats from like a traditional metal
Which is good. You'll be able to bring out different emotions out of the
more
listeners.
into the groove, groove, and like the more relatable to people who don't like metal.
Because you understand swing and you understand dragging and playing ahead and all that kind of stuff, which is really important.
Letting these guys shine, being in the back and just trying to really support the
I'm
music.
just trying not to fuck up, by the way.
And
it happens every song.
When a lot of
These guys
metal
are saying I'm some guitar player, but I fuck up every song.
metal drummers, they could like it could be really overpowering. It could be like right in your face. It could be like extreme shit, and it's just we want that, but like not in such large doses,
Well, even if it is a large dose, we don't need every drummer to sound the same. There's some very, very awesome drummers out there like Hellhammer, Darkside, Derek Roddy, Van Buren.
Mario from
even
Gojira.
Gus. Yeah, there's some kick-ass drummers out there that are extremely expressive. Like if you listen to Darkside, what he does for McGlaw, that's how you say it, right? McGlaw, MGLA, really good black metal band.
Yeah.
The cymbal work that this guy does, like amongst his blast beats, is just mind-boggling. Like what they said in Blades of Glory, it puts my mind in a bottle.
Yeah, a lot of work to do, man. Respect to those guys doing this incredible stuff. There is a lot of talent at the same time, man. It's incredible to witness all the talent.
The bar
out
is
there.
set very high.
I'm excited.
It's incredible.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the journey of the band. I'm excited for the journey of the music. I'm excited to be at one of the shows very soon. And we're gonna have a good time, folks. It's gonna be. I'm excited to buy some merch. I'm gonna be getting one of those shirts coming soon.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like before we move on a little bit further, like we're having strangers ask us to sign shit.
Let's go.
They're buying our stuff and asking us to sign it at shows, which is like really, really mind-boggling. It puts my mind in a ball. That's what she said. There's no time. But sorry. But yeah, like I guess it's landing.
Yeah, man.
So they're. The merch is cool too.
That's the most rewarding thing, man. Is we played the Doomsday show the other day, and it's just seeing the kids go hard in the pits, bro.
Yo, they put us to shame, dude.
Yeah, man.
Our generation did not. I mean,
yeah,
they did not throw it. Like
they're throwing down.
Have you ever seen?
We used to throw down,
but
bro.
Those kids were like breaking each other's noses.
I wasn't watching, man. I'm too busy playing. I don't care about what's going on out there.
I had to watch because I was gonna get knocked the fuck out, dude. We were getting stepped on. We were getting bombarded. These kids are going hard, man.
We were getting hit.
Like the next day, we're seeing like, oh look, I got black eye. I needed stitches. Oh, broken arm, broken nose, and like.
But were they doing it for every band, or did you guys facilitate that?
I think that they specifically came out just to get hurt.
There you go. Hey, well, you know what?
We gave them what they wanted.
No,
bro.
but listen,
if they didn't leave,
it's real versus fake.
Facts.
It's real versus fake. At the end of the fucking day, right? That's what it is. They have been bombarded from every angle. We said it earlier.
Yeah.
And they finally got something real.
Boom.
And you cannot fake a pit.
And I think
can't.
that's what's cool about us is we're tired of the fake, bro. We're tired of the fake.
What I like about you guys is everything is tactile.
Shit,
everything is tactile. You can feel everything. You can feel everything that you guys do. You can feel it. You can see it. It's real. It's happening. It's in the moment.
Though it all more than likely it's going to turn out to be all ones and zeros anyways. So you heard it here. You heard it here first.
Hey, that's fine. At the end of the day, the journey is still beautiful, bro. Like we look at all of our favorite bands and we look at like the first album or the first 2-3 years of their career and we're like, oh man, like even you look at Pantera, like you look at their like glam metal phase. Sometimes I look at those pictures and I'm like, oh shit, they came from somewhere.
It's been a lot of fun, man.
If this is our glam metal phase, I don't know what's coming next because
destruction.
That's awesome.
yeah, we better watch out because our band is we're blessed to have it taken off so quickly, and we could be doing a lot worse.
Well, keep up the good fucking work, guys. Keep up the good fucking work because you guys are doing it. You guys, the fact that you guys hit me up to be on the show, which was like meant a lot. This is your beer, by the way, brother. Sorry, I'm glad you guys hit me up to be on the show, which meant a lot to me because I'm like, to me it meant that you guys care about being in your scene.
Yeah,
you guys care about being literally being seen. You guys care about telling people about who you are, where you come from, where you're going. And those are beautiful things. Those are things that people need from bands.
Being involved, man. Doing more than watching TV.
At the end of the day, I think that this music that we've come up with, and they're giving me a lot of credit, but it's not all me. This music that we came up with can actually affect somebody in a way that might really do something for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has a little bit more to it than just your simple, let's write a song sort of vibe where we are really trying to get a little bit deeper down, hit through the surface. Everything you listen on the radio these days is very superficial.
Yeah. So
we try to attack it a little bit heavier, a little bit more intense to hit something that, actually hits hard enough to feel.
Yeah, strike a nerve.
And maybe stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah. I love that, man. So cheers to you guys. I hope
Cheers
continue to. I wish you guys the best of success. I'm out of beer. I'm gonna get another one in a second.
This has been great.
Cheers. Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you everybody in the chat for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Worldeater. Thank you everybody else in the chat that's been hanging out tonight, lurking as you do, which I love it. It's a pleasure to have you all here. And thank you everybody in Alex's chat tonight as well. And it's been a lot of fun. Everybody be on the lookout for Worldeater's new music. Check out their EP that is out right now. Yeah. It is fantastic. And check out their videos on YouTube. It's a fun video. And in the meantime, guys, love, peace. We will catch you folks on the flip side. Later.
Thank y'all.
All right.